Hello students, continue with chapter 10 vector algebra. We have studied till dot product, that is scalar product. Now we will be studying vector or cross product. As I have told you in the earlier class also that scalar product or dot product basically results in a scalar quantity, whereas vector or cross product results in vector quantity. So it is basically represented as A cross B, and the value of A cross B is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta, which is theta is the angle between A and B vector, and n cap. What is n cap? N cap is the unit vector which is perpendicular to both A and B. So let us take one example over here in terms of component forms. If vector A is represented as A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap, and vector B is represented as B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap, we can write A cross B as A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap cross B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap, and which will be very difficult for us to solve. So let us first see how we can do that, because A1 B1 I cross I. Now we don't know what is the value of I cross I, or maybe I cross j, or maybe I cross k. So for that, first let us go for this. What is I cross I? I cross I. So I cross I is I cap, magnitude of I cap, into angle between these two. Now I cap is unit vector in the direction of x-axis, I cap is unit vector in the direction of x-axis. So angle between them will be 0. So I've written sine 0, and n cap is a general unit vector. Since the value is 0, it hardly matters. Okay, so therefore I cross I, j cross j, and k cross k all are 0. You must remember that in dot product, the value of these all was 1. So now what about I cross j? Now I cross j is I ka magnitude, j cap ka magnitude, and angle between them. I cap is x-axis की direction में unit vector, j cap is y-axis की direction में unit vector, and angle between them is 90. So sine 90, and k cap is z-axis की direction में unit vector, because it is the unit vector parallel to both x and y-axis. So answer is k cap. But if I say j cross I, हमारा एंगल उल्टा हो जाएगा, माइनस थीटा हो जाएगा. आप इसको ऐसे भी समझ सकते हैं कि आपका यूनिट वेक्टर ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में हो गया. सो एंगल में माइनस आ जाएगा, सो इट विल बी माइनस के कैप. सो j क्रॉस k is I cap, but k cross a is similarly j cap. You can remember this in terms of this particular circular formation which I have made. I j k, I cross j is k, j cross k is I, and k cross I is j. If you go in the opposite direction, that means clockwise direction, साइन नेगेटिव हो जाएंगे. करेक्ट. सो इन दिस वे A क्रॉस B कैन बी रिटन एज अ डिटर्मिनेंट विथ 3/3 डिटर्मिनेंट. आई जे के कैप है लिख रहा है हमारे पास. A1 A2 A3 कंपोनेंट्स लिख दिए, B1 B2 B3 कंपोनेंट्स लिख दिए, एक्सपैंड कर दिए, you'll get the answer. बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट B क्रॉस A, so it will be A का magnitude, B का magnitude, इन दोनों के बीच का एंगल. नाउ इट इज ऑपोजिट ऑफ दैट एंगल, सो इट इज माइनस A क्रॉस B. ठीक है. सो B क्रॉस A is basically minus A cross B, as we have seen it in terms of I cross J and J cross I also. This can be understood more easily with the help of example 22 on page 452, where we are supposed to find modulus of A cross B. If A vector is 2I cap plus j cap plus 3k cap, and B vector is 3I cap plus 5j cap minus 2k cap, so therefore A cross B will be ijk. Component लिख दिए 2 1 3 3 5 minus 2. When we expand it with respect to first row, I cap into minus 2 minus 15 minus j into minus 4 minus 9 and plus k into 10 minus 3. So it is minus 17 I cap plus 13 j cap plus 7 k cap. और मैग्नीट्यूड कैलकुलेट करना है तो अंडर रूट 17 का स्क्वायर प्लस 13 का स्क्वायर प्लस 7, which comes out to root 507. So in this way we can find the modulus of A cross B. Okay, so read the question carefully. They are not that much hard. You can solve them. Now there are two results related to this. If A cross B represent two adjacent sides of a triangle, then its area, the area of the triangle ABC, is given by, where AB is representing vector B, AC is representing vector A, angle between them is theta. So the area of the triangle is half A cross B का magnitude. So vector form में दे रखा हो तो हम easily area of the triangle form फाइंड कर सकते हैं. Similarly we can find the area of the parallelogram. where A and B represent adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then the area of the parallelogram ABCD is given by A cross B का magnitude. ABCD parallelogram में AB side, B वेक्टर है AD साइड, A वेक्टर है एडजेसेंट साइड्स हैं, को इनिशियल वेक्टर्स हैं, थीटा इनके बीच का एंगल है. ठीक है. देयर आर सर्टेन रिजल्ट्स आल्सो व्हिच वी मस्ट बी नोइंग. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी A क्रॉस B प्लस C is equals to A cross B plus A cross C होता है. whenever it is needed we can use it. And if you multiply A cross B by a scalar quantity, so it can be represented as lambda A cross B or A cross lambda B. This is equal and same. So I hope you have understood the concept of cross product. Now you can do exercise 10.4. Exercise 10.4, which basically is based on cross product. And question 3, if you want to solve question 3, you can do it by dot product also. Question 3 you can solve it by dot product. Correct? You can solve it by dot product. It's quite easier to solve by dot product. So students, solve this exercise. You can also solve miscellaneous also. So I am telling you certain questions of miscellaneous examples also, so that we can continue with this topic. So continuing with example 29 on page 457. Let me read the question first. Three vectors A, B, C satisfy the condition A plus B plus C is equals to 0. And we have to evaluate the quantity mu is equals to A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. It is given that magnitude of A is 3, magnitude of B is 4 and magnitude of C is 2. Correct? Since A plus B plus C is equals to 0, 0 vector मतलब 0, dot product करते हैं A से, तो A dot A plus B plus C is equals to A dot 0, which is also a 0. So A dot A plus A dot B plus A dot C is equals to 0, and we all know that A dot A is magnitude of A का square. उसको right hand side में ले जाएंगे तो minus magnitude of A का square हो गया. Since magnitude of A is 3, so minus 9 is equation 1. So A dot B plus A dot C is minus 9. Again, if we do dot product of A plus B plus C with B, we get B dot A plus B dot B plus B dot C as 0. B dot A is also equal to A dot B. We already know about this. So A dot B plus B dot C is minus magnitude of B का square. So 4 का square होता है 16. So equation 2 will be minus 16. Similarly, B dot C plus C dot A is minus magnitude of C का square, which is 2 का square 4, तो minus 4. If we add 1, 2 and 3, we get 2 A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A as minus 29. 19 और 16 and 4 add किया तो minus 29. Since A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A is mu, so 2 mu is equals to minus 29 and value of mu is minus 29 by 2. Now we are taking example 30, which is an important example for the point of view of the board exams also. Repeatedly it has appeared in board exams. So let me first read it. With reference to right-handed system of mutually perpendicular unit vectors I cap, j cap and k cap, alpha vector is 3i minus j, beta vector is 2i plus j minus 3k. We have to express beta in form of beta is equals to beta 1 plus beta 2. Where beta 1 is parallel to alpha, vector alpha, and beta 2 is perpendicular to vector alpha. So since it is given that alpha vector is 3i minus j, beta vector is 2i plus j minus 3k, beta is beta 1 plus beta 2, and beta 1 is parallel to alpha and beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha. Since beta 1 is parallel to alpha vector, therefore beta 1 will lambda times alpha, मतलब इसका lambda times, तो 3 lambda I cap minus lambda j cap. Beta 2 will be definitely beta minus beta 1. So 2i plus j minus 3k minus 3 lambda I minus lambda j. It becomes 2 minus 3 lambda I cap plus 1 plus lambda j cap minus 3k cap. Since beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha, dot product 0 होता है, ऐसा हमने पढ़ रखा है. So 2 minus 3 lambda I plus 1 plus lambda j minus 3k dot 3i minus j is equals to 0. So it becomes 2 minus 3 lambda I into 3 plus 1 plus lambda into minus 1 and minus 3 into k है नहीं इसलिए 0 is equals to 0. By simplifying it we get lambda की value 1 by 2. So beta 1, since it is 3 lambda minus I cap minus lambda j cap, so we get the value of beta 1 as 3 by 2 I cap minus half j cap, and beta 2 की value half I cap plus 3 by 2 j cap minus 3k cap. So students, we have covered the chapter vector algebra over here. You can do miscellaneous exercise 10 also and ask me for the queries. Queries are most welcome. Solve them, do these things. You will be able to solve these exercises. You can also go for exercise 11.1 also, exercise 11.1, which we have already studied. It is basically a relation between the direction ratios and direction cosines, which we have already studied. So you can do exercise 11.1 also. It's quite easy. There are 4 or 5 questions in it. So please solve it. So stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, do your revision work, do vectors, start with 3-dimensional geometry. This is from chapter 11, 3D geometry. ठीक है ना? Because exams are coming nearby, you have to prepare for your board classes. Thank you and have a very great day.